Good morning, South Africans. I am Advocate Moekwa Speaks. Welcome to SA Law Hub, the Law Channel. Today, I want to look at oral exams that are coming up of the Legal Practice Council. There are many aspiring candidate legal practitioners, be they candidate attorneys or pupils who are going to be taking oral examination. And I just wanted to share a few ideas around things that could assist them in tackling effectively the oral examination. And I'd look at how you go about, one, preparing for the oral examination, and then what to do during the oral examination. And then lastly, I'll conclude with what you must do post-examination. And one of the first and foremost important thing when it comes to the preparation is that you have to, as a candidate legal practitioner, understand the norms and standards of the LPC, understand the norms and standards of the LPC, whether it's Regulation 6, Regulation 7, you have to understand the norms and standards of the LPC. Do yourself a favor, get those norms and standards, because they will tell you exactly what the LPC wants per subject and the outcomes they want each learner to know or achieve at the end. But also understand and get access to the reading lists of the LPC. And they are very handy, they are very important. The reading lists are available, and on the LPC website, you should get these if you are to understand what is it actually that they want the focus areas to be on each paper that you're going to be writing. And then again, it's important to understand that when you are dealing with oral examination, unfortunately for you, you will have to prepare in the same manner that you prepare for a written examination. There is no difference, right? So you must read and understand your work. It's also very important that you go about writing your notes. Write your notes, having read everything, understand your notes, and then revise. Nothing also is as important as preparing in time. All right, prepare in time is very, very important. I cannot overemphasize the importance of starting to prepare early so that you are not in a rush in any way or form. And then we go to the day of the oral examination, and you have an appointment that is set for a specific time. And one thing is, you must show up on the day. You must show up. What do I mean by that? One, you must be professionally dressed in corporate colors preferably. And if you are a lady, please cover up. The focus must be on your head, not elsewhere. This is a very important thing, all right? And one thing is that you must not just be properly dressed, you must show up properly. And understand as you enter that room that you must own that space. You must be as comfortable as you can be, and understand nobody's going to eat you up, nobody's going to kill you, nobody's going to do anything to you. So do not be nervous. Don't be nervous. Don't allow yourself to be intimidated by the panel members. And don't worry yourself about who they are, about their credentials, about their experience, about their status. It has nothing to do with you. The important thing on that day, it's you and what you know, and you demonstrating to them that you know what you know about the specific subject that you'll be taking an oral on that day. But also it's important that we listen to the questions that are being posed by the panel members. When a question is posed, you take time, you look at the person that is asking the question. You listen to exactly what is it that they are asking. If you don't understand, then take time to process the question. And if you still don't understand, take time to seek clarity from the person on the panel who's asking the question. You are allowed to take time and think about the question and what is required, and then to quickly think about how you're going to answer that question. So it's not a process where you have to rush and get through all the questions. I mean, it's your moment, make it count. Having said that, I must emphasize this. You must not rush to answer questions. Don't rush to answer questions. What I mean by this is that when questions are asked, you have the responsibility to give your best answers. And your best answers must be done in such a way that given in such a way that you are able to demonstrate to the panel members that you understand the work, the principles that are involved, cases maybe that are involved, rules that are involved, and demonstrate the application of those rules, right? So it's very important that you take time when you are answering. It's not a sprint. It's not a sprint. And then one thing that's very important for you to know is that you cannot fabricate answers that don't exist. It's either you know or you don't know. And if you don't know, like it's not a train smash. If you also don't know, you just indicate politely that whatever is being asked is not within your frame of reference, but you'll take an opportunity to read up, which is very bad for you, right? Because it's an examination. So again, if you have an idea but you don't fully know, you have an idea of what they are talking about, try to demonstrate to them to the best that you can of what you know about what's being asked. And at this point, it's very important that you explain things the way you understand them. Explain them the way you understand them. And also, whilst you are in the process of answering questions, and you find that a panel member either interjects or gives guidance, listen to them, follow the guidance, answer in the manner that you are being prompted to. All right? Don't be stubborn, don't be rude, don't be arrogant. Show that you are a disciplined somebody, and show that you are amenable to correction and to learning. Also, one thing that's very important is that you must know that if you know something, what's important is that you must show to the panel members that you really, really, really understand it. Don't give short answers, rushing to finish, to answer or get done with your oral examination. That's not gonna assist you, because the burden is on you to demonstrate to the panel that you understand. Don't put the panel in a situation or a position where they must now think about whether or not this person understands or understands properly the issues that are being dealt with. Give the best answer. And one thing that's clear is when it comes to the oral exams is that more is better. More is better. Don't less is dangerous, right? Say as much as you can up until you run out of ideas, if that's what it takes to get you on the other side, right? Because you don't want to be in a position where there's doubt about your level of comprehension of the issues that are being asked. Having said this, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important for me to stress in general terms the importance of you not stressing, the importance of you listening properly to the questions that are posed, the importance of you relaxing, speaking at an average pace and tone, that you must be confident, and that you must do magic. I promise you, if you follow these tricks or tips, you are certainly going to do yourself a favor and put yourself in a position where you are able to make magic and to pass the oral examination. And then one thing is clear is that at the end of the panel, you will either know whether you have passed or whether you have failed. If you have passed, congratulations, you are well on your way to either finishing all the exams that you need, and you are well on your way to being admitted, and that's a great thing. And yeah, well done. But if you do fail, and this is where I want to stress, it is also not the end of the world, right? Don't now go stress killing yourself or doing something stupid, and or start being angry at panel members, or now become conspiracy theories. They are this, they are this. Oh no, what? It does not matter. It's not gonna assist you. One thing that you must understand is that failure is part of the process. And one teacher of mine used to say that fail is the first attempt at learning, and then it means that we have to go back to the drawing board and start to prepare for the 2024 LPC exams. And the earlier we do it, the better. And one thing that's important is you have to follow the same process, because now you're not going to do orals. You're going to start by writing the written examination, and the process I will deal with maybe in another video, but more or less um, the differences are not that much, because you still have to get to understand the norms and standards. You still have to understand read the reading list. You still have to prepare. You still have to know your work. And this, ladies and gentlemen, are just a few tips that I have for you that could get you closer to passing that oral examination. Thank you very much for taking time to watch SA Law Hub, the law channel. Subscribe, share our content as widely as possible, because we all are a nation of champions. And as a nation of champions, we have to win in all areas, including the oral examination of the LPC. Thank you very much, South Africa.